Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So today we're going to be working on a weave pattern, and it's very easy to make. Inshallah, you can follow along with me in this tutorial. So if you remember, I had asked you to get all these supplies. I don't have glue today, so I will be using tape. Okay, so we'll bring that in later. So what I would like you to do is, first we're going to make a line right through. You can use a pencil and just, basically the width of the ruler. And I'll make a line here. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is, I hope you can see the line. If not, let me just make it darker with a pen so you can see a little bit better. You can use a pencil. And now I would fold the paper on this line. Okay. Or an easier way would be to just fold this way. Okay, and this will serve as a guide for us. See that? Do as best as you can. So do it like this, it's easier. And now I will make some lines going this way. And again, I'm just using my ruler. So hold this ruler down and you can make lines. So this is going to be a first line. Okay, so do you see that? And then I will have my second line. And again, I'm just going to use my first line to help me make my next line. Okay, try your best. And I'm going to finish this. Okay, if you need a little bit of time to do this, that's fine. Okay. And again, I'm going to use, again, the line that I made. So I just want to make lines. And notice how I'm not putting any lines on this side. So that's why I have this line drawn out here. Okay. So again, more lines. And my last line. So I have something like this. Now I'm going to cut this. So if you are not very good with scissors, that's okay. Try your best. Just be careful. And if you need help, you can maybe ask your mom, you can ask your dad to help you. So perfectly fine. It's supposed to be a fun activity. I'm just cutting on the line, and notice I'm not cutting all the way till the end of the page. Okay, so you're just cutting on like these. So you should have, see, I'm gonna do that for the rest of my paper as well. Alhamdulillah, that we have this amazing opportunity to do this fun craft in the month of Ramadan. Alhamdulillah. And we are going to be learning a beautiful dua that will help us make the dua whenever we are in difficult situations. So anytime life gets very difficult, something happens, we can make the beautiful dua of Ayyub alayhi-salaam. Okay, there we go. So now notice I have all of these lines, these strips of paper, and notice how I didn't cut it all the way to the end. And I'm going to put this to the side, okay? And now I'm going to use this paper. Now what I want to do is, notice how my lines are going this way. Now I'm going to turn this page over like this. Okay? And I'm going to, instead of making it like wide, the paper is going to be lengthwise like this. Sorry, I'm going to turn it into portrait. That's what you would call it. And then I'm going to cut out strips. Okay, so are you ready? So I'm going to mark these lines in the same direction. Again, same thing. I'm just using my ruler and making lines. Doesn't have to be perfect. You don't even have to make the lines. You can just cut the paper into strips if you would like. The ruler makes it a little bit easy. Okay, that's it. Now I'm going to cut these as well. Again, you don't have to be very neat. You just have to try to be on the line, cutting on the line. Alhamdulillah. So that's one strip. And now we're going to cut my second one. And now my next one. Maybe you might be faster than me. Maybe you are cutting a little slower than me. And that is perfectly fine because we're having fun. It's supposed to be a fun activity for us to do in the month of Ramadan. And inshallah, you can even teach this to your siblings or to your friends. You can maybe give them this as a gift. Okay, almost there. My second last cut. And this is the last one. Alhamdulillah. There we go. So now I have all these strips of paper, and then I'm going to bring my previous paper, my original paper that I had cut, the one with the strip on the side. And now we're going to do the fun part where we're going to weave these pieces of paper into this paper. So first I will lift up my first flap and put this in here. Okay, then I'm going to take I'm going to skip this one and get to, and then lift my third flap up. No, and I have to try to bring this. You see, first I'm going to start here, then I'm going to take it in there and lift it up if I can. So it's going to be a little bit of a learning. See that? How I did that. So I lift this up. Now I'm going to lift my blue one up, and I'm going to skip this one, and I'm going to lift, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth flap up. Okay, so I'm going to hold the blue down, and I'm going to lift both of them up at the same time. And then I will place this down, and then I have, so you notice how it's going in, then out, in, and then out. I think that's enough. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to skip the, I lifted up the fifth one, I'm going to skip the sixth one, and I'm going to lift up the seventh. So I'm going to hold this down, pull this up, and then lift number 7 up. Ta-da! There we go. So it should look like something like this. You can even glue it down. At this point, you can glue it down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go the opposite direction, okay? Where I'm going to, instead of lifting up the first one, I'm going to lift up the second one. Okay, and I'm going to put it in like this. I hope you're getting the pattern. Okay, so I lifted up the second one. I'm going to skip number 3, and I'm going to hold the blue down, and I'm going to lift up number 4. Place it in like that. So do you see how I'm getting this beautiful pattern? Okay, now I'm going to hold this down so that it doesn't move. Okay, so now we're going to again skip one and then go to the other, and this is my last one. I'm going to hold this blue strip down so that way I'm able to put the strip down. Okay, and just like that I'm going to finish the rest. So now you know the technique. So again, for this one, the next one, again, I'm going to pull up the first strip and I'm going to go into odd numbers. I'm going to hold this down and level this up. Okay, now I'm going to skip 2 and I'm going to pick up number 2. And this is how I will do it. Again, I'm going to hold the blue down and I'm going to pick up number 3, hold it down, skip 4, pick up number 5, hold this down, skip 6, and then pick up number 7, and that's how it will be. Okay, now I want you all to finish this pattern till the end. Again, you can keep gluing these down as you are going. It will make it very easy then. As you can see, I haven't glued them down, so it's a little bit trickier. So every time you are done one line, you can glue it down. And even if you skip a few boxes, that's okay. It will give you a unique pattern. It's perfectly fine. I think I will use one more strip, and that's it. There we go, and you can glue this all down from here, and this will keep it nice and secure. Now and I'm gonna leave this last bit so it kind of matches my edges here on this side, so they're both matching. Now I can actually, you can, as I said, you can glue this down here, and even here. So glue these down, and that way you will be securing this area. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use tape to secure it. Not just any tape, but I'm going to use some washi tape, just also to decorate it. There we go. That's one side. And just to make it the same on this side, I'm going to also put some washi tape here, just for decor. Looks cool, right? Alhamdulillah. Now if I want to make it a little bit even more secure, I can actually I'm gonna put some tape here as well. Again, you can just glue this. You don't have to tape it, but because I don't have any glue, I'm just using whatever I have, which is this washi tape. If you have some, that's fine. That's great. If you don't have any, that's fine. Just use whatever you have at home. And I'm going to do the same for the other side. See how cool that looks? Okay, and now I'm going to use the washi tape on this side. So you can even use stickers if you have some stickers. And if you don't have stickers, you have colors, you can color in some of the boxes. If you used white piece of paper, you can definitely color your paper strips. Okay. Okay, and that's it. We can now hang this, and we can even just tape it on our walls. We can put it on our refrigerator to remind us. Okay, now remind us with what? We're going to inshallah now put the dua right here in the center.